in his Superman pose. So whenever I call everyone's down with their hands on their hips and chest out.
Isn't you one of the ones we saw who was one of the bosses? Oh, we're in the nightclub now, aren't we?
We're in the nightclub.
What's it called again?
The Hive.
The Hive, that's it. Which is the name of an actual nightclub in Edinburgh.
Is it? Does it look like this?
I've never been in. It's not got the best reputation.
I want a cocktail called the Gut Punch.
I'm looking for
It's like the what's his face, Mitch the Pangalactic Gargoyle.
Oh yeah. So I'm hit in the head by a lump of brick of gold.
Hi.
Whoa.
Hi. No.
Someone's enjoyed their augments.
Hey bud, you here alone? I would say that, but I've never actually been to a nightclub. I have no wish to go to a nightclub.
They're overrated by a big margin. Having been to a couple, then I don't like going to them.
You work here?
Yeah, you could say that.
I work part-time.
I need to see your boss.
He's the intern.
Really?
Ooh.
I still wonder where he gets these psychological
I'm
profiles
sorry,
from.
Guido. Mr.
Twitter.
Thompson sees no one
That's
to
an
get
interesting birthmark he's got there.
Yeah.
I didn't come halfway around the world to take no for an answer. Do us both
Bit
a
long.
favor and
Nice.
tell me where he is.
I'll say a moustache, but I'm not sure it
Oh,
counts
what?
as moustache.
You get mad and tear down a few walls with those enhancements of yours? This place isn't named the Hive for nothing. It's got plenty of worker bees come out of the paneling to stop you. What is it you think Mr. Tong do for you anyway?
I'm looking for someone. A cybersecurity specialist named Ari Van Bruggen. You know him?
Never heard of him. What'd he do? Steal your girl? Owe you money?
He had a job go bad, and now he's on the run from the people who hired him. But you knew that already, because a man like Mr. Tong doesn't hire idiots. And this is the first place people like Van Bruggen come when they need help. So stop wasting my time and take me to Tong.
You've got it backward, boy. You're wasting my time. Van Bruggen is minor league player. Tong knows who he is. He just don't care. He's got bigger things to worry about.
I like this guy. Not on a personal level, but as a character.
I like him. We're gonna have drinks.
I like him. He's interesting more than anything. Which is what this game does quite well, actually. It does create interesting characters. And that you don't get ones that just go, they're just a bit ordinary.
You expect me to fall for that? Small timers.
Right, Jensen, punch him in the face, ram him across the bar. Wait, it's not West. Fuck it. It's a bar fight. It's fiction. Whenever you go in a bar, there's always a fight.
That's very true, actually.
It's a weird thing. It's always
smarter than you look. Yeah. Tong is keeping a close eye on things. Like you said, he's no fool.
Are you speaking to Tong?
Ah.
Part of me reckons this is Tong.
Now
what would give you that idea?
Go back to your own country.
Oh, here, I'll have a beer. Got any pretzels? Just casually leaning on this, like, yo, man. There's something on the bar. I thought the drink was smoking. There's an ashtray behind it. I think that drink is on fire. Ooh.
Being an outsider here gives me the advantage. I got backup and support that nobody else knows about, plus some resources.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Your boss can gain from all this, but only if you let me see him.
That might be true, but your skin color always will be a
that's just racist.
Van Bruggen has
yes.
the same, which is why
it doesn't make it not true,
unfortunately.
I give him racist.
What if I make you a deal? We only need Van Bruggen for a couple of jobs. After that, we got no use for him. So you come back in a month, and I personally show you where he is.
He's been optioned to punch in the face. Way quicker than this crap. You can't mess this up and have to sneak down to the office to get the information.
Are you going to?
We'll see.
Yeah.
Choices.
Like you mentioned, it would suggest.
Well, yeah, these aren't. You lose, game over. It's you lose, you find another way around it.
Find another way. Like you said about the police station.
Yes.
If you didn't get in, you'd have to sneak
the kind
in.
of resources his enemies are throwing.
It doesn't
into
just
the
be game over.
He'll be dead within a week, and Tong with him, unless somebody, namely me, takes the heat off. And soon.
I wonder if you would say that if you knew the kind of heat the Dragon Queen gives off.
Dragon Queen.
Dragon Queen's now in Shadowrun. Where dragons run corporations.
Staring me in my mouth. Tong's office is downstairs. I'll radio the others to let you through.
Everyone has their office in the basement.
It's safe, secure. In a nightclub, it would make a lot of sense. Usually, it is in a nightclub. It is downstairs, actually.
Downstairs.
I say usually. I have no idea.
I think it goes to the manager's office.
In films and that, I've seen.
And they're always an accurate representation.
To be fair, in EastEnders it is, isn't it?
And I haven't watched EastEnders.
I haven't watched it in years either, right? I
have a question. You're right, he's Tong. How the hell did he get down here before us?
This?
Do you have like an escape chute from above?
Flushing my money down the
How the hell did he get down it?
You're Tong.
Hey, you only
How the hell did he do that?
Guess you're not as sharp as you think.
My God.
How about you tell me who
Even there are clones going on
then
there.
decide what I tell you about Van Bruggen.
Does the name Seraph Industries ring any bells?
Not in China. I mean, up here in Edinburgh, but.
Sure, it's
Isn't that
somewhere in China.
That American company stole all the headlines a while back.
Where is it in China
You'll
you're in
still
again?
be
Is it
business.
Shanghai?
Why wouldn't we be?
Check the news. Biotech corporations seem to be failing a lot these days, especially the ones.
It's my American baseball cap on the shelf behind me.
Alice Garden pots.
And more
That's the real
post-it
one.
notes. I
Places
like
rather
post-it notes. I would just expect something slightly more high-tech in the future.
In the same shape you find.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
As they still use duct tape to
But
fix
those
things.
implants of yours might look even more special on somebody else.
Hmm.
To the threat? I don't respond to threats.
Malik, you were right. Tong is helping Van Bruggen. He stashed him in the Alice Garden pods.
Thought as much. A hacker who knows his way around corporate firewalls would make a valuable asset for the Triads. I'm at the pods myself, Jensen. Want me to run interference?
No, don't put yourself at risk. I'm heading there now.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
Hey, leaving already, tough guy? Because you might want to go over to the bar and order yourself a drink before you do. Maybe Bobby will have something for you.
Bobby.
Bobby?
The bartender. The real bartender, that is.
Thanks.
The antagonized
Let's
option is
check that
all
out.
look the same.
Do
Same to me.
Jesus Christ, it's racist.
It's certainly antagonistic.
Yeah, fine, but no, we're polite.
You got a favorite poison?
Yeah, I'll have a,
Looks like Tong's running a nice operation here.
You for hire? Because a suspicious
That was so
man
casually
might
done,
appreciate
not
that.
suspicious at all.
A suspicious man might also wonder what kind of job gets handed off to strangers. But alright, I'll bite. What are you offering?
I got a problem I need solving.
Yeah.
Trouble is,
Everyone
none of
does.
my usual guys are available. And this problem, it involves a woman.
Yeah.
Someone who
does.
owes Tong
Hey,
operation
look,
gets some
if
money.
she's not putting out, it's
Getting
not my
out of her is
fault.
proven to be
Maybe she just doesn't like you.
it's
And
a
your
dirty
stupid
job,
hair.
but it pays
And
well.
surprisingly small head.
You interested?
Sorry.
I
not
got
my kind
better
of
shit
thing.
to do.
All right, Guaylo. But something tells me you'll be back.
If you want the experience points, you'll be back. Let's get out of here. The smell of sweat and desperation.
Floor's sticky.
I don't know what's sticky.
One thing I found with nightclubs generally, floor is always sticky.
Nice.
It's always bad because you always end up going in your nice shoes as well. It's the whole thing. If you go into a nightclub, so you dress up a little bit.
Put your wellies on. It's a fashion thing. Just put your wellies on. Just claim it to be a fashion thing. And
That might work. Might limit yourself going up a bit because usually there's a staircase or something to get in, and it doesn't impede your ability to dance.
that's just test if you're sober enough to get in the nightclub. Oh, ladies' night.
It's ladies' night. Do, 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 do. Oh, what a night. I don't know the rest of the words.
You know what song you're singing?
Ladies' night.
Yeah, I gathered that, but
Walking through Shanghai.
yeah, accurate to Shanghai. This is never been to Shanghai. You don't really see much Shanghai.
No, I was going to say, it's the same with all these areas. They can, because they set them in a different time, they can make them look like anything they want. Because redevelopment would mean it could have a completely different layout. It's only if you have a city that's set in that's why, like, New York's one of the easiest cities to build on in a game, because it is built like a grid. It's actually incredibly easy to do. It's also one of the most iconic, so you can know more or less the layout for it, so you know where all the buildings are and you can design them pretty quickly.
That's why I like Fallout 4. Boston. You don't see much of Boston.
Most of Boston's gone.
Yeah, well, wandering around Massachusetts in general.
Jensen,
Massachusetts.
I was on my way out.
I'm still trying to find
What are you doing
cheers
here,
in
Malik?
Boston, Fallout.
I told you I got this one.
We'll find
I
that
know,
bar.
I didn't do anything. Trust me, Van Bruggen's all yours.
Hang on a second. Something's wrong. What is it?
Did you ever change
Why
outside
are
out of the flight
It's
suits?
nothing. I mean, can't a girl have secrets?
Nope, not in this world. I think if you use the pheromones on her, she calls you out on it.
But I can tell something's bothering you. And I'm concerned. What's going on?
This voice means concern.
I just had to look into something. For a friend. She deserved better.
I'm listening.
Fine, since you're so damn curious.
Oh, that was easy.
Years ago, I used to live here, remember? My friend, my best friend, Evelyn. She was like a sister to me. Made living here fun. But then there was an accident. She's dead.
I'm sorry, Malik.
Wait, Jensen,
Sorry,
let me
that
finish.
voice saying I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
thought it was okay.
Well, that's
with her,
only a little bit cruel of you to laugh.
Just the way he
I know
says
she
I'm
didn't
sorry
just
in that
die.
gruff voice.
She was killed. Murdered. Her damn scumbag boyfriend did it. I know he did.
Do you have proof of this? Cause
I knew he was trouble right from the start, but she just wouldn't listen to me.
Malik, easy. If your friend was murdered, the police would have suspected
No,
something.
Cyberpunk
They would
future, the police are
investigate.
always corrupt.
That's just it.
Always.
There was no investigation.
Either they're
They
either
said
corrupt
she
and
fell
just
down a
they
flight
don't
of stairs like it was some
bother.
kind of
They don't
freak
care.
accident. But her wounds, the way she died, they don't add up. It's right here in the damn blood spatter analysis.
Blood spatter? You've seen the police report?
Yes, a friend left a copy of it in a pod here for me to pick up. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I think there's been a cover-up. I just have to prove it. If I could get
That's
my
why I'm
hands
wearing
on
my
the autopsy
tinfoil
report,
helmet
the one that
and
never
hat.
surfaced, I know it's the
Listening to your
truth.
thoughts.
Except,
Why do I suspect I'm about to get dragged into something?
look,
Because it's a
Jensen,
video
I'm
game.
sorry.
You are the
I
only
know
competent
Van Bruggen
person
is a
on this
priority here,
planet.
and I told you it was my business and I could take care of it. It's just, the more I think about it, the more I realize I'm in over my head. I'm just a pilot. I'm not a damn cop. But I need to know the truth.
No, the correct way to say that is, damn it, Jim, I'm a...
Is what?
You need to do...
This
Nah, alright.
autopsy report. Once you got your hands on it, what were you planning on doing next?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a
Plan
pilot,
had
not
no
a-
flaws
but
whatsoever.
I felt I had to do something while I had the chance. Maybe once you get the report and we know what it says, we can improvise.
Okay. Yeah.
Tell me about Evelyn.
She was beautiful, carefree, loved to have a good time. I met her during my internship for a private transportation and logistics firm here in Shanghai. She was a great pilot, too. Knew how to feel the currents, to push the bird just so. Too bad her talents for reading the wind didn't translate to reading guys.
How so?
She was always getting into trouble with the wrong crowds. And it always had to do with some boy. She knew I didn't like him. Her boyfriend at the time, Lee, it drove a wedge between us, and when we parted ways, it wasn't amicable.
I understand.
She was a good girl, Jensen. She deserved better.
Now, an awkward
Why do you
silence.
suspect Evelyn's boyfriend had something to do with her death?
Because he was poison, right from the start. Born into money and influence, but never once assuming responsibility for anything. I don't think he's worked an honest day in his life.
So he was a wealthy, pig-headed asshole. If that was reason enough to accuse someone of murder, half the world would be in the pen.
No, there's more to it than that. He's known for violent outbursts, domestic altercations. He nearly killed a kid over some stupid gambling feud. The problem
sounds
is,
nice.
his family made him
Nice
untouchable,
chap.
even to the police.
Is he
Evelyn
considered
was
running
okay
in
with all of
politics?
it?
She
Well, he's got family money, good
always
idea.
tried to see the good in people, give him the benefit
Slightly
of the doubt.
flawed, he's perfect.
You could say that's just being naive or even stupid, but I think she was just innocent.
You said you've seen the police report. Who gave it to you?
An old
Please.
friend who was also a good friend of Evelyn's. He used
That's
to work
convenient.
for the Shanghai PD.
That's even more
He left a
convenient.
copy of it along with a few other things concerning Evelyn in a pod here for me to look at. He also left some instructions on how to contact someone at Lim.
Wow!
The autopsy report he's convinced was intentionally buried.
Why would Lim have anything to do with
What?
Evelyn's autopsy
Wow.
report?
If you haven't noticed, the Chinese
Very
government
convenient
has been
again.
outsourcing
Yeah,
branches
it's
of its
like,
public
man,
services for
like
years.
someone wrote this.
Bell Tower polices the streets, and
Lim.
nowadays Lim does more than just cosmetic surgery. They're often contracted for special
Breast
cases
implants.
like
Make
Evelyn's.
surgery.
And what made Evelyn's
Cyber
case
breasts.
An
especially
augment
then?
company.
Cyber
Her boyfriend,
breasts.
Lee.
They
He
shoot
was at the
machine
scene.
guns.
He had
No, they got
Evelyn's blood
speakers
on
in
him
them.
and tested positive for alcohol and drugs in
Apple's
his
new
system.
eye breast.
With his rap sheet, it wasn't looking good for him.
That's a Robin Williams
But his
routine,
family,
isn't it? Where you
they're
I'm
talk
pretty
about
sure.
boards with deep pockets and a lot of reach. They wouldn't suffer the embarrassment of having their son indicted on a suspected murder charge.
Right,
Okay,
so
I'll help. What do you need me to do?
My lead, he works for Lim. He's a systems technician who apparently has access to their entire database. He's willing to hand over
Oh,
a
so
copy
the
of
police
Evelyn's autopsy
outsource their
So you want me
autopsies?
to meet him and get the report?
Apparently they do at
Yes,
this
but
point.
he'll
But to
only
be fair, the whole
respond to
thing
a
with this
certain
future is it's slightly
Death and
corporatist,
life
meaning
have
a lot of
their
it seems to have be
determined
private.
To which he'll reply,
He creates America
riches
as well.
and honors
Well, no, we're in
depend upon
Shanghai.
heaven.
Christ,
Well,
man,
yeah,
this is
true,
starting to
Shanghai.
sound like something out of a bad spy
The world's a
movie.
different place from the
No,
sounds of it. We
he's
have no
just trying to
concept of what the
protect
politics
himself.
is like for
I
it.
didn't pick the damn quote. So just
say
play
corrupt,
along
but
and
nothing
remember the
different
line,
today.
okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the Lower Hengsha Lim Clinic.
Does this guy have a name?
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous X. I know,
So?
I know.
Yeah.
Anonymous. X. Okay.
I hate
Anything else?
code names.
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning Evelyn's incident, newspaper articles, the police report,
see
Lim
Jensen roll his
details,
eyes,
it's
speaks
all
like that.
inside pod 009 here in the hotel.
Can you just say
You should
pod
read over
9?
everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
See,
I
thank
need to
you.
go.
Yeah.
Contact me with any updates and thank you. I really appreciate this, Jensen.
Ah, fuck our mission. I'm Jensen, murder investigator. No.
He cares about the little things just as much as the big things.
And the experience points you get from doing it.
It's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Our
What?
best chance
That's
at
TV.
doing this is to
Oh, right.
Darrow having his speech.
I was going to say, what the hell? Darrow's humanity first, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the guy in the Arctic doing weird shit. Darrow is the, in the Arctic doing. He's a rich, eccentric rich guy.
Who was the guy that we met?
That was Taggart. William
Taggart.
Taggart's the guy who hates Augments. Darrow supports them.
Yeah, I
He's
was
in the
going
Arctic doing some stuff. It'll come up later. Rooftop pitfall. Someone tried parkour and it didn't work.
It's weird for a news reporter to refer to people by their first name. Usually they refer to them by the surname. After initially mentioning of who it is.
Evelyn Carmichael. That's not a very Chinese name.
There's a friend of hers, so it might not be Chinese.
Li Hong. Now that's a Chinese name.
Yep.
Yeah. Skim reading this. Okay. That was helpful in some way, I'm sure. I'm going to meet our Mr. X, because he's subtle like that.
Anonymous X.
I'll call him Mr. Y, just be different.
Does that mean he's going to be wearing V for Vendetta mask?
Awesome if he was, but no. He's not, in fact, he's not wearing any facial coverings.
Oh.
In fact, he screws up even more than that. As we'll find out. And while we're here, we get some noodles for the trip.
I think it was closed.
Say rice balls, but I think that's Japan.
Yeah, that's Japan.
I know that from anime, where Pokemon called them donuts. You go, no,
Yeah.
those are clearly rice balls. If you're going to dub it for kids, make some effort. So now we've got LA Noir mode. We're doing murder mysteries.
I like LA Noir.
It's a flawed game.
All games are flawed.
Yeah, it's doesn't really know. It's a bit too trying to. Yeah, it's a good idea. I mean, the faces are terrifying. Mainly because they're so real, but the animations, the bodies are so mannequin-like, so it gets creepy after a while.
Is it flawed with the gameplay more than anything else? Or
The game
plot?
is a bit too.
Buddy less never pays to get into the hive.
Trying to describe the way this guy works well in a while. It's hard to fail in Illinois, no problem. And some of the ways, if you muck up an investigation, it kind of works around it with the writing is
Right.
iffy. And I'm like, that's kind of convenient. That's a story I like, it's a noir story. It's nowhere near enough in the monologue for it, but, you know. Coldfeld is a nice guy, and that's where it goes down the shitter, really. And all the stuff with the war vets and Cole's own history in the war with Japan. It's interesting.
Team International welcomes you.
You're not Mr. X.
Select what you want from computer.
Okay, first buy stuff. Ooh, how about those?
You're very
What does this have to do with hypnosis?
What?
Can't you see I'm
I don't know if there was
How about someone
hypnosis or something like that.
Ooh, right, we've got to give him the code for nice
Death
hat.
and life have their determined appointments.
What?
You can hear the sarcasm through that.
Riches and
Ah.
honors depend upon heaven.
Is he a member of 4chan?
Right, what now?
Might be.
Damn it, I knew it.
Ears everywhere. Meet me outside the clinic. Turn left from the front and go down the
It's
stairs.
only like
I'll be waiting
code
at the
words, so
corner.
I don't really know what it means, but to anyone else sounds like a normal conversation.
Oh, it's limb in body and mind.
Liberty in body and mind.
Yeah.
What LIM stands for. That does scream of, we thought of the word first, now let's come up with the acronym.
Hang on, I've got it the wrong way round.
What?
If it if limb in body and
Or
mind.
limb in mind and body then.
Yeah, I was going to say no, but the thing was, did not thing not say body and mind?
I can't remember. We'll visit more Lim Kings, I'm sure we can check.
I was going to say because otherwise it should be libum.
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 Yes, it's a
Come on now.
near the market.
I'm relieved to know they sent a professional, at least.
That makes total sense.
Right. Well, though not exactly
That's
what I was
sarcasm.
expecting. I was told I would be meeting a girl.
I am
How
a
do
girl.
I know you're not an imposter or some sort of
How
double
dare
agent?
you? I
Don't think I
identify
don't
the
know
woman.
this could all just be an elaborate trap to set me up.
Look, no offense, Mr. X,
X.
or whatever your name is, but I really don't have time for this.
So writing
So if
of
you
it,
could
isn't
simply
it?
just give me what
Mr.
I came for,
X.
I'll be on my way.
Yes, yes.
Someone's
I have
watched
it right
way
here.
too many spy films.
Evelyn Carmichael's autopsy report. Here, take it.
Thank you.
I trust you will put this information to good use, because accountability
No.
and justice is at an all-time
What
low,
information?
I'm afraid. It pains me to see this once great city, which stood as a bastion for reform and progress against our oppressive communist origins, succumb to the trappings of corporate bureaucracy and petty corruption.
I
Corruption
think
so
it's
often
suggesting that the
typical of your
Communist Party
Western
is no longer in
governments.
power.
Whatever you
so-
say. Now, if you don't mind, I really must be going.
Well, there is still the matter of my payment. 1,000 credits was the agreed-upon price, I believe. Isn't that right?
See, you made one massive
A little
flaw
piece of
here.
advice. When attempting to extort money from someone, don't give them what they want before trying to rip them off.
What? What? You mean you aren't going to pay? But I risked everything to get you that file.
Chalk it up to a learning experience and move on.
You scoundrel! You will regret this.
I wish
someday.
you used stronger
You just-
language than scoundrel.
You just
You
mark my words.
scoundrel!
You vagabond.
You ne'er-do-well. Delinquent.
I do love that. Chalk it up to a learning experience and move on.
Those terms need to be used more nowadays. I half want to get a script like Pulp Fiction or something and replace all the bad language with versions of that, like instead of like you pass or anything like that. It says, you vagabond.
Except for Samuel L. Jackson, he can still swear. Because he's Samuel L. Jackson.
No, I want to hear Samuel
Dr. Gregory, that's not House. Damn it! The pathologist.
I just got the autopsy report.
Dr. Gregory
No
hates.
drugs or alcohol in Evelyn's system. And her estimated time of death doesn't fit Lee's story. She did die from a head wound, but not one that matches the evidence found at the scene.
I knew it. It couldn't have been just an accident.
There's more. Evelyn was pregnant.
Ooh.
I'm here. We can't let him get away with this, Jensen. He's guilty. He has to be. Can you go to his apartment?
Ooh,
And
Sky.
do what?
Osprey.
Get proof. Get something.
Osprey
I'm sending you the
ammunition.
coordinates. Contact me again when you're there.
Alright, get a bike, Jensen. We're doing this, yeah, I'm Jensen on a bike. That would be
I
fun.
like to ride my bicycle.
Singing that goes right in his voice.
Yeah.
I like to ride my bicycle.
I like to ride my bicycle.
Through my sadness.
Well, that just suddenly got very.
It's the voice that you imagine the guy eating the monologues himself.
No, I imagine him riding, going, raindrops keep falling on my head.
Just like some guy stops him, ding ding, out the way. Or a bugle horn, which I want for my bike. Just... Now we've got to break into his house, I believe, to search for evidence, because criminals always leave evidence lying around their houses.
What does he do?
Because they are morons.
They don't destroy it.
And superstitious, you believe that, man. So this image now of criminals robbing a bank by skipping around cracks in the pavement. Because they're superstitious.
So superstitious?
Yes. Batman knows how to extort it.
The writing's on the wall.
Throws black cats at them. Yeah. Do.
Just going to quickly do it now because I did it last time, and usually he's listening to this. Hi, John.
Still not the DLC yet.
No, I know. He listens to it. He told me last week. I spoke with him this week. He's listened to the last one. He usually has it on in the background, just listening to it.
Oh yeah, I do have them.
And he suddenly responded because at one point I just went, "Hi, John," and he just kind of went, "What?" And I had to go back to listen to it.
Are you working hard, John? I hope you are. Because if you're not, I'm gonna have to be very disappointed with you.
This is just all going to become one big thing where we play mind games with him, isn't it?
Meanwhile, breaking into someone's house, because that's legal, right?
Yeah, of course it is.
Or, correction, hacking into someone's house. Because no one has keys in the future, it's all done with computers. Isn't that right, John?
It's not a safe method, actually.
Well, no, keys are good because you can carry them with you.
Well, it's a physical thing.
Yeah. Like there's no money, everything's done electronic.
But the very nature of that is all it takes is someone to hack in. They can just alter the decimal points so you've got more or less money.
Close the door. Swanky apartment. Is it swanky your apartment, John? He's asking questions. Continually something not doing anything. No, it's not that. It's got an empty wardrobe, not even clothes hanging up. The hell is the point of that room?
There's not even a hanger!
No,
There's not even a coat rail.
Doesn't look like anyone's home.
Damn. Okay, look. Lee isn't smart
I'm
enough
glad
to
no one's
properly
home. If you
cover his
awkward
tracks, so
explain.
look around. Maybe you can find
I'm
something
investigating a
suspicious.
murder case, it's just... First thing, hack computer? Master player. I hate him already because he... 69. I bet you put the 69 to try and be funny. I hate him already.
Kill him.
He must die. Hacking his computer. Now to freak him. So that's just how much of a child Jensen is. No.
Access granted.
Ooh.
Liberty. No, it is liberty in mind and body.
Yeah, it is mind and body. Okay.
I just say body and mind. It rolls off better with body and mind.
Yeah, it does actually, doesn't it?
Like I said, they thought of the acronym first before they thought about what is my son. Do not disgrace us, father.
Looks like Hong Sr. was upset with Hong Jr.'s behavior and threatened to cut off his inheritance if he didn't stop whoring around. Sounds like he considered Evelyn beneath the family name.
And if he knew she was
I
pregnant,
reckon it was the dad that did it.
I can't believe Lee would do something like that just for money.
Speaking of money, the Hong family seems heavily invested in both Bell Tower and Lim. That could explain the cover-up and lack of a proper investigation. I'll keep looking.
Nice view he's got outside his window.
Yes, yeah, it's breathtaking, isn't it?
I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you, baby. I promise. I'll meet you at the Hive, okay? Just don't get the party started without me. I want you all to myself tonight.
The Hive?
Poor girl.
I should have guessed Lee would be there. It's pretty much a second home for
You
me.
listen to my conversations.
You heard that?
Sorry, Jensen. I don't like invading your privacy
Fucking
like
privacy.
this, but it's important. Plus, this gives me an idea. When
Yeah,
you're
that's how
done
it
looking around Lee's
starts.
apartment, head to the Hive. Contact me when you're there.
I'll stick around a bit. I'm sure there's still more to find. Malik, I think I got a probable murder weapon. A broken clock. The kicker
They're
is the
always
hands
murder
line up
weapons.
roughly.
They conveniently give you time of murder as well.
Coincidence?
That's a hell of a stretch. You really think?
If Lee's as dumb as you say, maybe. We'd need lab tech analysis to confirm, but if there ever was a smoking gun, it fits. I'll make one last sweep to make sure I got everything. Malik, I found a baseball bat, but it looks clean. Almost like it's been washed recently.
Raid his fridge now.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure it could inflict the type of laceration she had. Okay, I think that's it. I'm heading to the
I
Hive
know
now.
I should investigate everything.
I double
Close
find
the
anything
doors so
else
no one
in
knows
here
who
without
go
calling
here.
a forensics team.
Sounds good.
You know his doors are unlocked, but hey.
Such is the way of things.
Back to the Hive. To confront Mr. Lee. No, not Mr. Lee, Mr. Hong. Lee Hong. Lee's his first name. I think it's Lee Hong. Whatever.
Yeah, because in China it's the other way around. In terms of family names and that.
Fuck taking the stairs. No one bats an eye to be doing that. It's freaking to get mugged in the back alleys. Either that or attacked by a horde of angry rats, but...
Rodents of unusual size?
Yes. Cyber rodents of unusual size. Rats with lasers on top of their heads. Holy shit.
Malik, I'm in the hive. What's your plan?
Find Lee and talk to him. I want you to convince
Still,
him you
I
know
know.
exactly what he did to Evelyn and why. If you can make him
It seems
panic,
to
I'm
not
willing to
comfort
bet he'll
him.
spill his guts. Just make it look like blackmail. If he's willing to pay to keep you quiet, he's basically tying his own noose. I'll listen in and record
Cyber noose. Laser noose.
Did you noose?
Alright, well, my noose needs to update. Alright, find him. As we all know, Chinese people all look the same to Jensen. Yeah. Someone left something in the toilet. There's always something by the toilet.
A media log.
Yeah, code something. So I was going for. Man, it's be awkward if someone's on the loo. Just checking the loos. I won't check the ones. And this
I'm
is
the new cleaner.
Yeah. Why are you dressed like that? Because I am. All cleaners wear trench coats. Yoink! Someone's beer.
What you want, Chrome boy?
So where's the girl?
Is your name Lee Hong?
Yeah, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What's it to you?
Douchebag
I want to
face.
talk to you about Evelyn Carmichael.
Man, it's off. I already told all you know.
Alright, you and me outside the back alley. Let's do this.
I'm not with the police. I work private. And you could say I specialize in cases like yours.
Jensen,
If you're
PI.
police, then what the fuck you want?
A simple proposition.
Language.
I have proof.
Language
that shows
police.
you were
Fashion
Evelyn.
police for that way.
You
And I want you
scoundrel.
to pay me
Scoundrel.
2.5 million credits to make that proof disappear.
2.5? Bullshit. You ain't got shit on me, Narco. I ain't paying you shit.
I strongly suggest you reconsider.
And I strongly suggest
change
you
your
get
language.
the fuck out of my face.
Disappointed.
Because unless you got your proof right here,
The last guy may
I
be an
ain't
idiot,
got
but he
shit
was
to
polite.
say to you.
Yep.
All right. Let's start with the
You're an
police
idiot
report.
and rude.
I know your story doesn't match up with the evidence at the scene of Evelyn's fall.
Oh yeah? And why's that?
Hope you've been paying attention.
Yeah, you need to say which one it is.
Give me a minute.
You need to remember.
Because the police report was full of inaccuracies. Like someone deliberately tampered with evidence.
Yeah,
Get
and
tamper with it, at least make it look
still don't
like it
prove
could
shit.
be.
Not only
True.
does the evidence not add up, but neither does your testimony. You lied about why Evelyn fell down the stairs in the first place. You said you'd both been drinking heavily prior to the accident, and the reason Evelyn fell was because she was drunk. We both know that isn't true.
man, that shit was in the papers.
Now, if the evidence doesn't fit, and your story
Papers
was a lie,
never lie.
and how did
Yeah.
Evelyn die on
Don't
that
understand the epitome of integrity.
night? Well, the answer is pretty simple, really. You killed her. But how? By hitting
Fists
her
of
in the head
fury.
with that antique clock you keep so prominently displayed in your apartment. The lacerations on her head, the intracranial hemorrhaging, it's the perfect match.
In my apartment? How the fuck do you know what's in my apartment?
And like any good crime of passion, you
I've
need
been there.
motivation.
That's not illegal,
to fuel
right?
your violent outbursts. What did Evelyn say or do to make you murder her? She told you she was pregnant, and you panicked. Faced with the prospect of losing your easy way of life, you struck out at her in anger.
How? That's impossible.
But now the final piece of the puzzle. Why was
Shut up.
Evelyn's death never considered a murder investigation? Because your family, one of the wealthiest and most influential families in Shanghai, covered it up. But whose silence did they buy? Lim. Your family's sizable investments in
I
Lim
need one of your
assured the
limbs.
autopsy performed on Evelyn's body would never see the light of day.
I'm a cyber
And
vampire.
her
I
death would
mentioned it.
simply fall through the cracks of an already crumbling justice system.
Does that mean you're
man.
vampiric for cyber
And fuck
enhancements,
you.
or
I can help
you are a vampire who has cybernetic
only for a
aura?
price.
Alright,
both.
fuck! I can't believe this
Both.
shit!
Fine.
I'll pay you, man! I'll pay
Do I
you
drink
just...
blood or do I drink
What do you
lubricating
need
fluid?
from me?
Details. Let me hear your side of
Was
the
it coolant
story,
fluid?
and then we'll move
Whatever.
on from there.
I don't know. Evelyn, that stupid bitch! She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay?
I have to get a job.
Evelyn
A
wouldn't
job.
shut up about us, about the baby, so I hit her. I just wanted to make her shut her stupid mouth. But the dumb bitch started freaking out. So I hit her again until I...
It's like you hit her or something.
Until she finally stopped screaming. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. She was barely breathing, so I carried her to the stairs near my apartment and dropped her. I had to make sure it looked like an accident. I had no choice. She trapped me. She just wanted my money. I would have been ruined.
I need to go. We'll be in contact again soon.
Huh? What about the evidence? And the money? Where the fuck you going?
Goodbye, Lee. Malik, please tell me you got a recording of all that.
Oh my god, Jensen, I could kiss you right now. I can't believe you got him to confess so
Don't,
openly.
you ruined the broody
To
news.
be honest, it was easier than I was expecting. You were definitely right about Lee. He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed.
Well, don't get too cocky just yet. Before I send our little friend's confession off to the local media and authorities, I want to get some Shanghai street justice first. There's a control panel.
Ooh, so I'm gonna get a samurai
to
sword.
hack. Uploading the coordinates
Samurai
now.
Japanese. What's the Chinese version?
Of what?
I don't know, sword something. Fuck it, samurais, they invaded. Can I get the street justice? Or it's like a street fight, street brawl.
I would say Terracotta Soldiers would be the next. Would be your best bet for anything like that.
Now I'm reminded of sort of the third Mummy film.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm not hacking into your club. Hacking into a nightclub. First things first, free drinks. Oh, clock is ticking. It gets tense.
Access granted.
All right, Malik. It's hacked.
Verifying the signal.
Oh, I got it. Look up.
Come on. Okay, I'm in. Remote frequencies are clear, thank God. Uploading now. And done. Meet me in front of the hive, Jensen. I have a little surprise for our friend Lee.
His nude photos. Heh 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 heh.
His subscription to My Little Pony and Friends monthly is just.
I've hacked his
update.
Netflix account. Hi. I hacked his eBay records. I know what he bids for on eBay. The depraved lunatic. Do.
Jensen,
Malik,
well, first take this. I was gonna use it myself, but after everything you've done, I think you deserve it more.
so what are you gonna do now?
I have a few loose ends to tie up, and I need to make sure this autopsy report finds its way into the
She
right
says sharp
hands.
in the machete.
The Hans aren't gonna buy their way out of this one.
Lee's confession is solid. With that and the evidence from the autopsy, there's no way he
Speaking
can
of
the
solids.
prosecution. Justice will be served.
Oh,
The
justice
guy in the
will be
background with
served,
his.
all right.
Yeah, it's just
You made
casually
me
just
say
there,
that.
just listening in.
I've got one last little surprise for our friend Lee. Are you facing the hive?
Okay, I'm waiting.
It's almost
The wrong way.
shut.
Here's the hive. I'm watching the hive.
3, 2,
Mac,
just watch.
Oh shit! You blue screened it. No.
Evelyn, that stupid bitch! She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay?
Malik, remind me never to piss you off.
After everything you've done here for Evelyn, for me, you'd have to try pretty hard, mister.
Is that a challenge? Yeah, back to what we were meant to be doing.
Yeah, back to the main thing.
Oh yeah, corporate sabotage going on. Hackers and shit. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Van
I've read
Bruggen, isn't it?
Yes, Ari van Bruggen. Codename Windmill.
Because he's Dutch.
Yeah, get it? So. Back to the escape pods. We'll be back next time when we confront the hacker and talk more to John.